sorry about that, everybody. Guess we had a bit of technical difficulties. I'm back, Pepper Titan once again, still with Lothens. We're going to get right back into it. Stuff happens.
All right. So, sorry, guys. If I don't know what happened during that, but I'm kind of in the dark. But basically, guys, the end of the first match, Outplayed won 5-2 over Cookie Cutters. So we were discussing what was going to happen in game number 2. Cookie Cutters has got to change it up a little bit here if they want a shot at bringing this to a game number 3. I've got to say, they looked quite outplayed that first round.
Hey. Good one. I like it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Game 1 did go the way of Outplayed. You know, they did. I was watching. They're putting on a strong showing. So
yeah, there was a lot of confusing things that were going on. We had Lava Cookie running around on Celeste, kind of out of position midway through the match. We had the turn 10 Garrison ultimate that flew over the heads of the entire enemy team to the other side of the map and hit absolutely nothing. Some strange goings on in the Cookie Cutters camp. They're going to have to shore up those issues if they want a shot at match number 2 for sure. And of course, Outplayed gets their pick of the map, so we're probably not going to see Cookie Cutter's favorite map, which is Cloudspire this time around. Possibly a larger map.
Yeah, I'm interested. I want to see some flyaway from something that isn't trash. That'd be cool. So
absolutely, and Road is the team captain. I don't know if he makes the shot calls or not for the team as far as the map that they want to play on, but I know he prefers the larger maps. He likes those long-range firepower champions and a lot of places to hide out on that Evos laboratory. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Evos be their pickup here, but I would also be surprised to see Lockwood get through the ban phase once again for game number 2. That was a little bit of a misplay, perhaps in the draft phase for Cookie Cutters as well.
Yeah, I was surprised at that draft. The thing that really surprised me about the last draft is who had Garrison? Sorry, was it? Did Cookie Cutters have Garrison? Because one team picked Garrison, the other team picked their frontliner.
Yes, Cookie Cutters had Garrison.
Yeah, Outplayed ended up making it work, but Cookie Cutters took Garrison, and then Outplayed followed up by picking Asana when there was really no need to pick their frontline at that time. So it looks like map select from Cookie Cutters is going to be Evos Lab. I know this is one you're a fan of.
Absolutely. So I like the opening strategy from Cookie Cutters draft phase because they banned out Gray, which forced Outplayed to either ban out like a Rask or a Lockwood. They picked Rask, left Lockwood open. They could have picked it away, but they chose Dr. Finn instead. But Outplayed is not even going to play this game, getting rid of Lockwood right away.
Yeah, they don't even want to deal with him.
Yeah, definitely. He's a top tier for a reason. And of course, Gray comes out against, so they leave another top tier pick open with Rask.
Rask could be, and yet Outplayed wastes no time. We know they like that Rask. Like, who doesn't like Rask?
It probably took them 2 or 3 seconds to make the pick because they were as shocked as well as we were that he wasn't banned away. So what's the answer here for Cookie Cutters?
Try and take away 2 other top tiers. Grab Finn and Celeste. Something else that's a really high quality pick that you don't want the enemy team having. They gave up this Rask pick. They had to have something in mind. Nyx.
Absolutely, and I was going to mention Nyx because they banned out Gray. That's his hard counter is Gray.
Mm-hmm.
Very good possibility. I wouldn't be surprised to see Dr. Finn or Celeste here for their second pick.
Yeah, I'd expect a Dr. Finn. Take that top tier support out of there. Aurora, interesting. So they must. Maybe looking at they have Rask, they have the throw. So Outplayed might be looking at Helio to try and do a bit of the comboing, throwing, black hole, all that. So bring Aurora to just counteract Rask displacement.
That's got to be a thought running through their head. Dr. Finn picked up by Outplayed. So the roles switching up here. Goblinox taking on the Aurora. I believe he's going to be playing the support. And of course, Finn going to the other side this time.
Yeah, I mean,
Whatever it takes.
oh, just heard Aurora. That Rask is going to be so hard to kill.
Absolutely. Asana getting picked up there for Cookie Cutters. She can probably slice and dice her way to victory if she plays it just right. But Asana can't really keep up with Rask face to face. He heals so much.
Yeah, Asana versus Rask in like a slugfest, that's going to go to Rask's favor. Asana, I think what Asana should do is she doesn't deal enough damage to a Rask to really bother, honestly. She'll just help him get his ult faster. So what I think Asana is going to need to do is find Finn or the Zuki, for example, and get up all in their face and just punish that backline. Blackburn coming out again. This is the set where we see Blackburn, I guess.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it the second time in a row. Outplayed has picked up the brand new Freelancer Blackburn. He's been out for a few weeks, guys, in the game, but we've never allowed him to be played until just now, starting today. And Oz coming out. So interesting. I know Lava Cookie is a big fan of Oz, but we didn't see Celeste, and she's easily a higher tier as far as everyone's concerned than on Oz.
Yeah, Oz, I'm not so sure, but that's a risky one. I mean, they don't have any traps to punish the swap, but if they think he's going to swap, they could drop a big one on his head. For example, I just don't know how I feel about Oz. Oz is a concern. I feel Outplayed has the stronger draft. They got their hands on Rask. They got their hands on Finn. Blackburn, we haven't seen him a lot, but he is potent. I will say that.
I noticed you didn't mention Zuki Mania is going to be running wild all over Cookie Cutters here today.
I knew you'd want to mention Zuki.
I wanted it. You are correct, sir. So, I mean, I've got to go with you here. Outplayed dominated the draft phase completely, in my opinion. Got all the best picks from Blackburn's kind of a question mark, but they did very well last game of utilizing his skill set.
Yeah, I mean, the global ult that can catch people you might not even be looking at is it's such a annoying feeling when you're sitting around, think you're perfectly safe in the dark, and a Blackburn ult comes out of nowhere and hits you when it wasn't even aimed for you. I've died that way. It doesn't feel good for me, but boy does it feel great for the person playing Blackburn.
Yeah, it's usually a cause for celebration in Discord chat. If you're in the game and Blackburn's on your team, everybody goes, "Well, hey, we just got somebody we never expected to hit with that bonus."
And global ults are so strong, and his is global in that it hits the entire map, but you can't aim it globally. So on the smaller-ish map like Evos, it can be pretty effective. On Cloudspire, it's really effective. On Flyway, it's much harder to use effectively, but I think with how grouped up we've seen people getting, it could really turn some stuff around.
Yeah, they seem to like these train wreck fights by both teams just slamming into one another on one side of the map so far. We haven't seen that peekaboo strategy coming out, but we might see that starting tomorrow. But keep in mind, guys, if Outplayed takes the win here in game number 2, they're going to go on to the semifinals and face off against Gaia Logic for the honor to go on to the finals. But if Cookie Cutters can some way find a way to pull this one out, they're going to push it to a game number 3, so you don't want to miss that as well.
I mean, I want to see a game 3, but I'm really worried about the Oz and the fact that they let Celeste wasn't picked at all, and they let Finn slide by in exchange for Aurora. So Remedy must be real confident in his Aurora.
2.
I know Remedy has a specific Aurora build that is like full-on damage offensive Aurora, and he consistently puts up really strong offensive numbers in the 400 range with the support. So that may be what they're going for, is to just have that extra damage output this match.
So it looks like Cookie Cutters, or sorry, that's Outplayed with the all the level 1 icons and the Dev Killer title. Well, the other time, guys are showing some support for the robotics. Look at all that robotics support.
I'm going to have to go with Omni all day, every day, my friend. Get that robotics out of here.
Omni? Really? come on, Evos.
You can't even compare to the color schemes. Man, come on, it's not even Christmas time yet. You can't be wearing the robotics.
I'm not saying the robotics are. I'm just Evos. Evos has the best lineup of freelancers in their side. Just saying.
I don't know wild cards though.
Well, wild cards aren't a trust.
I know, but they're out there, man. They're somewhere out there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting round number 2, or game number 2 of round 2 here, between Outplayed and Cookie Cutters. I keep trying to say Lava Cookie every time I say their team name.
It's close. You got half of it.
Close enough. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So it looks like Awe on Oz is gonna try to do that little sneak trap.
Ooh,
trick on Oz, but
I mean, they don't have Outplayed doesn't have the traps to really punish it. You know, they can't throw anything behind them. So what they need to do is just Millie needs to just run back. Like I wouldn't even attack. I just sprint towards the back line.
Charge the Oz in the back line, force him out of his little cubbyhole. Definitely. Lava Cookie is in visual range, so Baby Millie be going invisible. Not going to be sure where she's going to end up this time. I was certain it was going to be Lava Cookie on the Oz, but she's taking over that Nyx. Another good pick for her.
It'll last longer.
There's the Oz switching positions there as we anticipated. Baby Millie has the bubble, so he's not going to take much damage, but he is going to run through that. It's not really going to do much. As Jackie missing, of course, the Oz staying in safe distance.
Ooh. So a couple of things there. I'm surprised Millie went for a cooldown ability to try and catch the Oz, because there was no way Oz was staying there, right? And they anticipated his movement really well with the Oz... God, what is that? The Oz trap and the Nyx trap, the Zap trap and Lurker drone. You know, both catching Millie, throwing out a little bit of damage. It's not a whole lot on Rask. If anything, it just gave him a bit more ult charge. But, you know, it showed that they were planning for his aggressive movement.
Absolutely, and looks like Atharia, I'm not sure, please correct me how to say that name. She's throwing down some good Dr. Finn heals. Ion Cloud coming out. Baby Millie's still going to eat that big one there. He didn't quite get out. Ash Jackie trying to put some damage down with the Blackbird, whiffing 2 turns in a row. Road team captain going to get... Oh, no, that's his own big one. I'm sorry. And still trying to anticipate that Oz. I don't know.
It looks like Lava Cookie and Road both go for the same bush, but, you know, Lava Cookie is invisible, so... Oh no, the invisibility did run out, so they're both staring at each other. Both thought they were being sneaky, and both were wrong. On the backside, looks like they all did move, but, you know, they haven't really put the pressure on to punish his use of the early swap. And meanwhile, Goblinox has successfully found his way to the backline, and is now going to try and start punishing those two.
Definitely, and Rimney anticipating a lot of damage coming his way. Throwing down the self-heal at Atharia, taking a little dash damage from the Asana. Ash Jackie throwing out the grenade, hitting the Aurora right in the face, but the Ion Cloud doing its work. 20 more on the Rask. Atharia gonna miss with the eels. And here comes Oz getting a little bit of, that's hard to say by the way, getting a little bit of damage on Baby Millie's Rask. Road hitting the support instead of the Lava Cookie standing right in front of him. Lava Cookie gonna make him pay, throws down the damage in his face.
I think that's the smart thing to do. I mean, take out their support as quick as possible, because if you, against Aurora, you know, any of the healer supports, if you damage someone, she can just get them back up, but just burn down Aurora as quick as you can. Looks like finally is in a position to take some damage, and the fight has really clumped up. You know, they got all this space, and the only one not in this clump is Road. He's kind of lonely off in the side there.
Yeah, this is Baby Millie on Rask. Wet Dream here. I'm sorry, what did you say, sir?
Lava Cookie is also hanging out with Road.
Oh, definitely. They're having that little one-on-one party down there. Rimney throwing down the Paralaser. He's going to stop up Mod, making Baby Millie weak. There goes Road, dashing away with the Zuki jump, getting the Might as well. All taking a little bit of damage. He went in the wrong spot that turn, taking 2 points of damage, but that Ion Cloud doing work, as well as Goblinox on the Asana doing it as well with the basic attack. All getting a tremendous amount of damage down on Baby Millie. Almost dead, but, I mean, Rask is kind of questionable if he's almost dead or almost about to be full health again.
Yeah, I mean, he is sitting on his heal, but they're doing a really good job of just putting all their efforts into killing that Rask. That's what you gotta do. You can't just kind of take pot shots and wear Rask down. You gotta burst him, because if you try and wear Rask down, he's just going to end up back at full health before you can do anything and then be in your face with an ultimate. So it looks like Lava Cookie on the Nyx successfully disengaged to try and poke away from afar where Nyx wants to be.
Lot of turtle takes coming in here. Baby Millie also gonna heal himself a little bit. Like you say, Lava Cookie way over there, trying to anticipate a little bit of a roll from Ash Jackie, or maybe walking that direction. Etheria on Finn taking some damage, as does her teammate Baby Millie on Rask. Road on Zuki. Zuki getting a lot of good damage down as well. Rask returning the favor also. Almost taken all down on the Oz, but he is gonna fall down to Ash Jackie, the combined effort of the team, getting the first kill.
See, that's the problem with that early swap, is then when he actually was in danger, he didn't have any way to get out. Instead, I guess he decided he didn't want to blow his catalyst. Maybe he thought they didn't have the damage, but that's the danger of the early swap, is it gets rid of your escape for so long. So now it looks like Remni is probably the next target. Now that they took out the Oz that was a little bit overextended, Outplayed wants to burn down the healer as quick as possible.
Definitely. And look at that. Baby Millie back at the 75 HP, down to 35 from last turn. Amazing sustainability for the Rask. That's why you see him banned all the time. Remni taking a lot of damage. There's the focus fire from the two fire powers on Outplayed side, but the Ironclad coming down again, getting a little bit more in return. And Gobblenok's going to root Blackburn in place. Nowhere to go, but he is in cover, so he's kind of in a good position.
And we're back.
Remni, pretty bad spot. Does have the Aurora ult, but I mean, with all that damage coming their way, I don't even know if I don't think it'd be worth using. They might be a good idea to think about escaping, but, Lava Cookie trying to do his best from afar. Gobblenok's keeping Ash Jackie as far away from hurting Remni as possible, and Road back on the field, or not Road, sorry, the Oz has returned.
Looks like a lot of dashes coming out. Baby Millie and Remni and Road, all catalyst flashing away. Baby Millie trying to anticipate a dash from Remni, looks like, but whiffs completely. Good positioning for Remni on the dash, but is it even going to be enough, because he's still surrounded.
I believe that was just Rask's dash, not his catalyst, but it definitely was a catalyst from Road and Remni. So now we're looking at Remni bought themselves another turn, and maybe now that their team is closed in on them a bit, it might give them what they need to survive. It appears Asana now, with that one extra turn of survival on Remni, can now ult. Maybe that shielding is enough, and maybe the damage is enough to burn someone down when they don't expect it.
Yeah, and look at Lava Cookie back there, invisible, right in Dr. Finn's face. Here comes the Asana ultimate. Here comes Baby Millie's dash, as well as the Asana dash, doing a lot of damage to Etheria and Dr. Finn. But here comes Ash, Jackie, and Road doing their work on the Aurora. Is the ultimate going to be enough with Dr. Finn? Oh, the body block on the Eels. That may be enough here. And, could this be the end of Rask? There's the ultimate coming out. Remni taking out Rask and staying alive one more turn. Very well done.
Yeah, good use of the, Gobblenok's with a great ult, body blocking the Eels and giving Remni the shielding they needed to stay survive. They definitely wouldn't have been alive without either of those things. So now Etheria sitting inside the corpse of Rask. Can I get that out of the way? I can't seem to get that out of the way. Well, there is a Finn inside that Rask corpse, completely surrounded by the members of Cookie Cutters.
And without his ultimate, probably 1 or 2 energy away from that ultimate, but they do have the big-time fire powers from Outplayed behind Remni still. Still in danger. Lava Cookie using that catalyst that makes him unstoppable. And what is that? Energize? No. All gonna be doing that. Oz ultimates. It looks like Remni's still the target. Lava Cookie, but Etheria catalysted away, got out of dodge there.
Remni,
just a bunch of whiffs.
Still alive. Might look safe, but unfortunately, look at the ults coming up. Everyone except Rask on the side of Outplayed now sitting on ultimates, and a lot of these are ones that can hit over walls or from very far away. So you can't really consider yourself safe unless you know the enemy team's nowhere near you. I can't even begin to understand what's about to happen this turn.
I think the most fun I'm having is watching the Zuki mains. Road is a known Zuki main, as well as Remni, known to play Zuki a ton. So these two guys going at it face to face on one of their favorite freelancers. But here comes the Road, big time Zuki ultimate. Goblinox doing the dash taunt on... trying to body block again, perhaps.
I like that Galvanox landed right in between those two Zuki ult squares.
A very good positioning there. Road doing it to Remney. Gonna take him out of the fight there, but the Ion Cloud's gonna help out a little bit for the team. The Eels blocking out. Oh, the big time Nixall taking out 2 members of Outplayed. And Oz is gonna finish the job for... Oh,
Does
man,
Etheria have the heal ult?
King of the sea.
What's it gonna be?
Oh!
He does! She survives! My goodness.
Wow. That could have been the turn Cookie Cutters needed, but the use of that heal mod on the ultimate keeps Etheria barely alive, now sitting on heal and bubble, so it's going to be hard to finish them off with just the Nyx and Oz being able to damage them. You know,
And also a giant Rask walking back into the front lines.
yeah, Baby Millie, you know, they took him out once. Let's see if they can manage to kill Rask again, or if he's just going to be the nuisance he dreams to be.
I mean, you've only got 8 more turns to do it. I don't think you even try at this point. You just got to try to pick off the ones in the back line that are low. Lava Cookie trying to block a Rask, walking forward and dashing. Oz doing a bit of damage, not enough. Like you said, that healing is there to help out. The grenade coming down on Lava Cookie was invisible, but still got seen there. I guess they knew exactly where she was. Throws her away into that rush, and Baby Millie chasing the Nyx down.
So now we're looking at Oz still down the corner, Galvanox in the corner. You know, Nyx is so split off from his team. I don't know if they can get to support him in time. I'm expecting to see just a lot of full movements coming out. Road spawns near his team. Lava Cookie's in a really dangerous spot.
Yeah, Lava Cookie does have that dash catalyst available, but so does Baby Millie. Like you said earlier, it was a flash. It was an ability dash instead of catalyst. And there's the Nyx dash catalyst away, but Baby Millie guesses where he's going to go. Oh my goodness. If they can guess that location.
And it looks like he, not only was his invisibility ending, he dashed right on top of a power-up, so they should have known where he was going anyway. And I think he's going, he's going to go for a full movement. Lava Cookie is relying way too much on doing damage with these drones. Instead of just shooting people, when they're that close, you should just shoot them in the face. It'll do more damage.
Of this for me, would ya?
Yeah, it's kind of like seeing a Zuki throw big ones down turn after turn after turn, not doing any work. But there's another drone coming out from the Nyx. They know exactly where Lava Cookie is. This is going to hurt a lot. Is it going to be enough? Road back in the action, misses Remney. And Remney with the might buff onto the Rask, doing 22 damage. It's only going to tickle, but they don't finish off Lava Cookie. Picks up that health globe and may survive again.
I don't think the health globe is enough. Might have been Smiter trying to run to cover, or Fogger that he could try and break the Rask follow on. But, you know, Lava Cookie's just living on borrowed time at this point, and the rest of Cookie Cutters is rushing over to try and support him, but he's just so split off from the rest of his team, with a Rask just bearing down on them.
Yeah, and good luck killing the Rask. Throwing down the self-heal again. Road throwing down the big one with the slow onto 3 individuals from Cookie Cutters. Lava Cookie again throwing down that drone, but Baby Millie completely avoids it. Doesn't quite get enough damage down. Maybe should have just basic attacked and swiped and finished the job. Etheria very low herself over there on Dr. Finn, throwing out the heals. And Road taking a bit of damage from Oz and Galvanox rooting Road in place. Suzuki's not going anywhere here. Oh my goodness, Ass Jackie with the line of sight. Did not expect that. Plus, this would have done the job anyway. The Rask ultimate finishing the job on the Nyx. That's going to make it 3-2. Outplayed's favorite turn. 16 coming up.
5 turns left.
5 turns left, 3-2. Cookie Cutters needs to find a kill. Road a little bit split off. Not sitting on that dash catalyst anymore, still has jump available. I'm guessing that's Cookie Cutter's target. It's their best shot at the moment, and you know they got to make sure they burn him down before he can jump away or his team can catch up to help him. That Rask's going to be sitting pretty much full in a couple turns now that his cooldowns have been reset.
Yeah, and Etheria was the lowest member of Outplayed, but as that Dr. Finn in a corner by herself, gonna heal up just fine. Galvanox trying to get in on the action, maybe find that Dr. Finn somewhere. Road was weakened, so this is not gonna hurt as much as it should have, and use a second wind to get a little bit of healing down since the game is winding to a close. Trying to take control of that middle area of the map. And Baby Millie just says, get out of here, we don't want your kind in this place. but does walk into the Oz trap.
Zap Trap, as I recently rediscovered was the name. So now, not sure about Gomolox's dash. I really think their target should be Road, and now, once again, Cookie Cutters is just super spread out. They're not consolidating their efforts and focusing on one target. They're trying to do too much damage to too many different people.
I would have to agree. I mean, they've got a firepower out by themselves. Why not go for it? Go all in. You've got to get a kill coming up. Gomolox using that shield, and the Oz swapping places with Baby Millie, guesses correctly and dashes in to be in range next turn. Here comes the sticky bombs from Road onto Remney. The two team captains face to face right now, and all missing with the Oz attack.
He had a good predict going, but not quite the right angle to catch Baby Millie. 3 turns left. Cookie Cutters really needs to find somebody. Etheria has now shown their face once again, and it's got to be on Gomolox turning on Etheria, and I guess Remney and Lava Cookie. Not sure exactly what their plans are. Lava Cookie once again found by Rask, but they should be able to escape. They have their invisibility up. Rask doesn't have his throw.
Yeah, Lava Cookie trying to go invisible, but it's rooted in place with the Fetter Catalyst. My goodness, that is going to be devastating. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Remney getting hit. Road avoiding the cover bonus by hitting off to the side with Zuku's basic attack, and the ultimate from Remney coming out, doing a bit of healing on 2 of his members. And looks like Etheria is the target of Awe, but he is the target, of course, of the Blackburn and the Dr. Finn.
Looks like both Ah and Gomolox had their auto-follow on Etheria. They're trying to find this Finn in these 2 turns. He's sitting back up on shield. Can they do enough damage to tie this up? That's really what they need to do, but now I'm worried. Once again, Lava Cookie gets from that Fetter. Even though he's invisible, they know exactly where he is, and he's got to do his best to escape the wrath of Baby Millie.
Yeah, absolutely. It's coming down to the wire, guys. Turn 19 coming up. Etheria bubbling herself on the Dr. Finn. Awe is going to ult here. Ash Jackie on the Blackburn going to roll into a cover spot. Baby Millie and Road taking a bit of AoE damage from Lava Cookie's Nyx, but taking a lot back in return as well is Lava Cookie. Remney trying to do that. Ion Cloud doing a lot of work there for this round of the match. Etheria didn't take any damage this turn, looks like. Took a little bit of a shot from Oz, but it didn't break through the shield.
Question is that double bubble. Is that bubble still standing? And last turn, bubble's still standing. Finn sitting on ult, and Gomolox disengaged from the Finn. An interesting choice. I don't know. They maybe think they can burn down somebody else, but this is the last turn. Cookie Cutters needs to find a kill. Needs to do something to push this into overtime.
The only possible person I see is Baby Millie, but I mean, taking down a Rask with 57 HP with his heal available.
Saying Rask is a possible kill, really?
I mean, it's the only one that they are in range to even attack this turn. Ash Jackie full health, taking that might, using that ultimate, using that turtle tech in his last turn. Road jumping out of danger. Suzuki was never in danger that turn. And second win from Baby Millie. So I guess he assumed I'm going to be the target, but it's not going to happen today. And Etheria still with that bubble, protecting the Dr. Finn. Ash Jackie's ultimate coming down, doing 44 to Gomolox. Gommel swinging and missing. And that's going to be the match. Outplayed is going to take it to the house. They're going to move on to the semifinals, 2-0ing this first round against Cookie Cutters. Well done indeed.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I feel like even though he died, Millie had a great performance on the Wrath. You know, really getting in that Nyx's face, getting in Lava Cookie's face, making her constantly be on the defensive. Ash Jackie with a nice chunk of damage coming out from the Blackburn, you know, bringing in this guy who's new to the Prep Phase League. You know, players have seen him around, but he hasn't been allowed in this. And a good showing. And I think the problem for Cookie Cutters was the Awe and Lava Cookie, despite dealing healthy damage numbers, well, we're just on their back foot almost the entire game.
Yeah, definitely. 330 damage for a Nyx, not anything to write home about. I mean, Remney on the support. I know I mentioned earlier he likes that damage build, but he out-damaged almost both of his firepowers there and didn't do very much healing there. I know I mentioned Etheria on Aurora last match, had almost 500 healing on the Aurora, so very well done there, but not so much here. More damage-oriented Aurora build. And of course, Etheria had taken the healing up to almost 400 with the Dr. Finn this round.
Yep. So Outplayed, using their team comp to their advantage and punishing Cookie Cutter's draft phase. You know, the Nyx and the Oz are two firepowers that can do a lot of damage, but if they get caught out, they're in big, big trouble. So that's just exactly what Outplayed did.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to the post-game interview, guys. Keep in mind, we are going to end up shutting the stream down here because that is the end of round number 1.
But don't leave yet.
Don't leave yet. Absolutely, he is right. We're going to have a post-game interview with the team captain of Outplayed, which is Road XLX, coming up for you shortly whenever he's ready to hop down in here and talk to us a little bit.
Yep.
And just want to throw this out there. We got Just Shoot 'Em versus Team Trash for day 2 tomorrow. And Outplayed versus Guy Logic as well after that, going in the semifinal round. And then we're going to go on to the finals, and then we're going to go on to the third place matchup. So, man, tomorrow is huge.
Tomorrow is going to be a long and a very exciting day for the Prep Phase League. You know, teams taking home 100, 300, and $100, $300, and $600 prizes for third, second, and first, respectively. So, you know, money's on the line. These teams are going to be all bringing their A game. I have no doubt about it.
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, when you get down to the wire, everybody that's in there tomorrow is except for one of them is going to be taking home some cold hard cash, man, at the end of the day. So, man, it's that third place is most important. Just get past that first game or that first series. The best of 3 is continuing. And get into the money.
Yeah, I mean, all the teams have shown they did a great job just by making it to the top 6 and then making it through today. You know, all the teams played well this season. This was the top 6 out of all the Prep Phase teams.
Yeah, and nothing to be ashamed of for Whiteheart or Cookie Cutters. They made it to the tournament themselves, and especially Cookie Cutters. They came in super late, like Septimus was talking about earlier, super late entries into the first season of the Prep Phase League, and they still wound up into the tournament as the top 6 seeds. So very well done for both teams. Whiteheart, of course, we're looking forward to seeing them back next season as well, hopefully. And, man, it's just going to get better and better from here on out, guys. Starting tomorrow and then continuing on to the second season.
Yeah, a few things I want to mention from that match before we get down there was that one crazy turn where Finn managed to survive with 16 health from the heal ultimate. I thought that Nyx ult was really tying it up, turning it around, but you know, the mod choice coming into play in a big way right there, just barely keeping them standing. And another thing, just the Nyx drones. There was too many Nyx drones. I love Nyx, and catching someone with a drone is really satisfying, but there was too many times when they should have just, you know, use their basic, use their slow, and get secured damage.
Yeah, I mean, it just, like you said there, one little mod choice is an excellent decision in that particular case. I mean,
hello.
Hey,
oh,
there
hello.
he is.
Now, I misspoke a little bit earlier. We're going to be talking to Ash Jackie of Team Outplayed. So welcome aboard, sir. How are you doing?
Good, and you?
I'm doing
How
lovely.
are you all? Pepper?
I'm doing good. Those congratulations on moving on to tomorrow's matches.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you want to
so
start off the
basically,
question?
guys, sure, I started talking over you, so I guess I'll continue talking over you, sir. Guys, I had a couple of things that I mentioned for you, Ash Jackie, but to start things off, how is your team's confidence level moving into this matchup against Cookie Cutters, who came into the league a little bit late, worked their way here, got all the way to the tournament? What were you guys thinking about going into this series?
We really respect them as enemies. Like, they're all decent players, and I've played with many of them. Most of them are friends of the entire team. Like, the community of Atlas is pretty much mostly friends. Like, you see everybody, everyone hangs out. On the fear level of their coordination, I think they could have actually done better. Something that could be remedied with a couple more games together. But individually, I think they're all great players.
Yeah.
All right, Pepper?
We've seen some stuff with Outplayed swapping people around. So how do you think everything has meshed together for this season? Like, you've brought in Etheria kind of late. Do you think that was a really good move for the fit? And, you know, just the team coming together. How does that feel?
Actually, Ethereum just made everything mesh together a lot better. Like at the beginning, when we had our original 2 people, we had scheduling issues and other things. Now that we have a mostly Canadian team, so all our schedules do kind of line up. So it actually
Excellent.
helps with practicing.
I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely it works out, and that's very good to hear about Etheria. I mean, she really performed today. Did you really? I mean, she seemed to have the upper hand on the enemy support. Both matches. Did you kind of expect that, or was that a surprise?
We kind of expected because Etheria is like the hard carry of supports of most of the supports I see, unless you count like Sophia, who can be like firepower and supporting. I don't know how he does it. Magic. If you've seen the games that he plays, like he can deal like
Absolutely.
firepower damage.
Yeah, and I guess the last one from me, sir. Then I'll hand you over to Pepper Titan in his loving arms of Titan love, Titus love. Basically, you're going up against Guy Logic starting tomorrow. You're going up in the second matchup, second series, to start the semifinals off. I mean, do you have anything planned for Guy Logic specifically, or are you just going in there with the mentality of we're just going to take whatever we get thrown at us?
A little bit of A, a little bit of B. Like you can't predict everything they'll do, although they are acquaintances in facing us many, many, many times, if not like best friends with us. We've seen them many times in like the following up on the tournaments, although never with this full lineup much. Like Road and I probably faced them more than anyone else. And we're starting to learn each other's movesets.
All right, excellent. Pepper Titan, what else do you have, sir?
So my big question, looking into the first matchup of tomorrow, how do you feel about having to take on Trash? What do you think for just shoot 'em going up against Trash? How do you feel about that matchup?
I have faith in Just Shoot 'em for a bit because I think they're the only team to take a match off them.
Yeah, back in one of the older tournaments, they did take a match off
very
Trash.
older. But I also know that Trash has great coordination. I see them on every day together. Like that's something most teams don't have. Even ours, we can't do every day. We do as often as we can, though. Mm-hmm. So coordination in this game is actually pretty important. Like, if you remember in like the first round of our game versus Cookie Cutters, we all hard focused the full health Celeste, and that's something that doesn't happen without nice coordination. If even one person misses out on that, the Celeste lives.
Yeah, I remember watching that turn, just seeing all the ults come up, and then seeing all the templates, think, oh no, I don't think they understand what's about to happen, and just almost just 100-0. So,
like that kind of coordination is something that's key in Atlas, and Trash has that down. You have to admit it.
Oh yeah. How about if you were to face who would you rather face in the finals?
Rather face?
Yeah.
I actually want to try facing Trash. Like the NA versus EU, just seems more fun.
That is the spirit I like to hear, man. Take on the top and take him out.
Yeah. All right, well,
on it.
I think that's all we got for you. Good luck tomorrow. Congratulations once again to you and your entire team for making it. Well played.
All right. Good luck, have fun, everyone out there.
All right. So that's going to be the end of those were just 2 matches and they were so intense.
Yeah, I really didn't expect a 2-0 stretch here across round 1 and round 2, man. I thought for sure we were going to see some game number 3s here on day number 1, but Outplayed living up to their name, chopping the Cookie Cutters down to size, and of course Just Shoot 'em blasting Whiteheart out of the competition early on. So, man, we got a lot of good stuff for you tomorrow, guys. Do not miss out.
Yeah, not to say that Whiteheart or Cookie Cutters, Whiteheart or Cookie Cutters performed badly. Like all the teams played well, and they made it here. So, very excited. First match tomorrow is going to be at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So, whatever that conversion is for you. And I'm excited for those matches. It's going to be a long, exciting day of intense Atlas Reactor.
Yeah, you guys do not want to miss it. I'm not going to be taking part in the casting, but I will leave you in their most capable hands, and I will be looking on during the stream. Definitely looking forward to seeing those matchups here in the semifinals. Trash versus Just Shoot 'em And then following that, of course, Outplayed versus Guy Logic. And then the winners of those go on to the finals. And then we have, of course, the third place match, that most important $100 match after the finals. So look out for that tomorrow, guys. Can't wait for it.
Yeah, Titus better be played tomorrow. I swear. Didn't get to see him today. I want to see him tomorrow. So listen to that. Listen to that, teams.
All right, guys. Well, I am Lothan. That is Pepper Titan. I want to say thank you so much for coming out and joining us here. I had a great time, much pleasurement in sitting here talking with you. Don't forget to check out prepphase.com. Go to the Twitter and go to the Twitterverse and go to @prepphase. Throw out your tweets. Let them know who you think is going to win tomorrow's. Give them your picks. We'd love to see it. And, of course, on YouTube as well, PrepPhase. And big thanks to the Tryon Dev team as well here with Atlas Reactor for sitting in with us here in the Discord channel, talking with us a little bit, and watching as well and supporting the PrepPhase League.
Yeah. And one last thing before we go. I have no doubts in my mind that tomorrow's matches will all be, slobber knockers? Is that it? Good old-fashioned slobber knockers. I guarantee it. Have a good rest of your day, everybody.